This is Vognarvik Gaming. Got some Ark Survival Ascended gameplay here for you. If you enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Alright, this here's a Quetzal. It's a big, dumb bird. Now, as you can see, this one's fucking hideous, but it's mine. So, because Quetzal, much like a Giga, they eat a lot of food. So, having a little bit of basic kibble, what you make using dodo eggs. There's a reason why you got a bunch of these little bastards. I got one male out and like a dozen females. And I get like a stack of eggs per day of playing. Maybe two, something like that. But anyway, Quetzal used to be the big workhorse bird back in the day. You'd build a platform saddle and then you'd build a rig on it for carrying these guys, your ankylos, or these guys, your tickle chicken, Therizinosaur. Therizinosaur, it's a berry eater, but they're aggressive as hell. They're basically a plant-eating T-Rex, and instead of their teeth, they use their hands. Some people call them tickle chickens. Some people refer to these motherfuckers as salad fingers, and if you know, you know. Rusty spoons. Anyway, back to the Quetzal. So, these things take a long time to grow. Right now we're on 3x because it's an event weekend, which is one of the nice things. I only play unofficial. I will play unofficial or whatever too. But if I play unofficial, I'm playing PvP, so I'll do that on the computer. Which I'll probably get editing software and stuff so I can record when I'm on the PC too. Which means I'll probably get Siege for the PC. But yeah, so Quetzal, they're a fun bird, useful. As far as what to do with them now, once he's grown, I'm gonna build a traditional platform and everything just so I can show off the old school way of doing things. Because I think that'd be kind of neat. But since we're dealing with babies, here's another baby that's about to pop. Got 1 minute and 30 on that, which will be nice. Another thing that's really useful to have in terms of if you're going to be breeding dinosaurs or wanting to have kibble is these oviraptors. And so you knock them out, you trank them out or whatever, and then you got to feed them eggs. So obviously the better egg quality, the better the tame quality, much like with kibble. You know, the kibble colors coincide with the same colors as the weapon quality. Like this kibble here is superior kibble. You make this using Argent eggs. Well, there's other eggs that do it, but I'm using Argent eggs because I'm a bird man. So this is the Journeyman quality, and then this is the Mastercraft quality kibble, and this is made using, well, Rex eggs or their equivalent. And because there might be a pile of Rexes out here, I'm getting Rex eggs. Oh god, it's a Bronto. I would assume everybody knows what a fucking Brontosaurus is. But here, we'll take a look at him quick. He's not all the way imprinted yet, so these won't be his final stats. Imprinting, as far as I know, doesn't actually pass on in the mating process, but imprinting, of course, just improves the dinosaur in basically every way possible. So make sure that if you're growing stuff, unless it's specifically meant to just be there as a breeder, always imprint your stuff, because it makes it so much better. And then when it comes time to use them, well, it's time to use them. I like this guy over here, Mr. Wade. Ironically, he's a Deadpool-colored Spino. Obviously, you guys should get that. I was originally going to raise him as a breeder male, and then I realized, oh wait, the breeder male that I have already is the same stats as the new one. And then, of course, some other stuff that's new is these guys here. These Argents. So, oops, that's 242. Need to look at the 257s. So, 3,400 hit points, 1,200 stamina, 800 weight, which is kind of the important part. And this fucking melee, 431. Woo! These are my new birds, courtesy of Joe, aka Packer. Packer is a longtime ARC friend. We also play Siege together. He's a Blitz main. He's a fun guy. Oh no, it wants to go on a walk. Prime meat jerky. And you're not quite ready yet. Well, alright, for the sake of the argument, I'm going to show you how we do this. So, if you got a baby and it wants a walk and you don't have the ability to change it, you put the follow distance on the lowest, and then you enable following, and this is basically what you do. You literally take them for a walk. You gotta get far enough away for them to trigger that they need to follow you. So, I just gotta back up until he does it. Well, never mind, he got caught in the deal there. Are you stuck now, you dumbass? Of course. Ugh. And there was some rubber banding. Alright, since you want to be a dumb fuck and get caught on stuff, we'll throw him back out of here. Just saying, there was a time when you didn't have the Pokeballs. It was terrible. There's all sorts of old school stuff that I'll throw in from that time. But yeah, so as you can see, he bizarrely follows you around, and the walk distance is different. It depends on the dinosaur. Obviously, bigger dinosaur is going to require a further distance that they have to physically travel. And no, you cannot just sit and take them back and forth over the same little spot either, which is super annoying. Why he got caught over there, I don't know. Come on, you Tyrannus, move your ass. Yeah, they run around like they're a drunken sailor. It's great. Speaking of being a drunken sailor, that's typically how I like to play Siege. I know this is an ARC video, but Siege is Siege. It's a lot of fun. Jesus Christ, you asshole. There we go. And as you can see, voila. And now he's 100% imprinted. Another thing, I see all the maturations at 58, but his imprint's at 100. That's awesome. Typically, you want to stay ahead of your maturation rate with your imprints. When it's on the base rate, the 1x, it's incredibly important to hit your shit right on time. Once they start doing the multipliers, things get to be a lot more forgiving, but like, god damn it. Boop. There you go. So like this guy, this pterodon here, I hatched her not knowing that it was going to be a 3x weekend. 3x isn't a normal weekend thing for him to do. Normally it's a 1.5. Oh, excuse me there, and a little bit of cough. So she had a normal 8-hour timer, and I'm hoping here when her timer comes up in this 3 hours and 25 minutes that it's 100% imprint. I may just have to come back and do that as a clip or something like that just to show it off. All right, you still got plenty of food. Oh, another thing. So when they're a baby, they only eat the food that's in their inventory. Once they say juvenile, they eat from the trough. Eating from the trough is the key. So you got to keep them fed until they're no longer a baby. Now you're going to ask, when does that happen? It happens at just over 10% maturation. So in the case of this Quetzal, he's at 6.5. So a couple more percent, and then he'll eat out of the trough, and he will destroy the trough. Speaking of destroying the trough, so before I started recording, this thing was full. Yeah, it's already down to 39 of 60. You know, let's see if there'll be a big feed here in a second. Yep, What? I mean, it's not like too bad, but still, like every time that the babies, not just the babies, mind you, but also like the adult dinosaurs too, they all eat out of the trough. So, like, I have meat eaters and berry eaters out, so I have both. All right, back to imprinting. Wow, that one wants to walk too. God damn it. Prime meat jerky. Well, that's easy. I think I got some in the kibble fridge because I was making kibble. So there's some of that. Some cooked meat jerky for me to eat. So you put the requested food in your last slot. Now it's the same way when you're passively taming a dinosaur. You put it in the last slot, and then you feed it to them when they want it. Now, now that these are 100%, I won't actually like pick them back up and cryopod them. I'll let them finish the whole day out. All right, set to lowest and following. And of course you're going to get caught on the other dinosaurs. But that's alright. Alright, so what is a Eutyrannus good for? Well, in the context of the game, for the most part, what they're useful for is buffing. They buff and they can scare animals. So they can buff your animals and terrify other animals. And that includes other players' animals. So in PvP, they're good. They're used primarily, since I'm on a PvE server, we'll talk primarily about PvE in this case. They're used for boss fights. That's really their only use, is boss fights. I mean, I guess that's not true. Like, they could be used for other stuff too, but that's kind of their role, is to buff in a boss fight. So you take a bunch of Rexes, and then you take one of those guys with. And that's how most boss fights are taken care of. Since there's this, and he still hasn't imprinted, I'm going to swim across and check out the drop. Yep, that's right, Piranha. You nibble on him a little bit. That's alright. He's got the hit points for it. And nothing really good. But I'll take the veggies and that. Alright. Have you seriously not finished? Nope, you did. Good. Alright. Now I'm going to just pick them up. Oh, never mind. Recently injured. Stuff that they added in to the game when they changed it over to Ascended. We'll run this guy back quick. Yep, still the damage deal. That's alright. Turrets are kind of unnecessary in PvE, but because I'm a weird old school guy, I keep them. I always keep a couple turrets around. Because for PvE, really the only thing that you need is some Plan X to keep dinosaur nuisances kind of away from your base. Speaking of that, you will see, I will include a clip either at the beginning or at the end of this video, or possibly as its own thing, where I had a nice little visitor. But anyway, back to the Plan X. So these things, you find their seeds primarily in the swamp, and they don't produce fruit. They are a turret. So you just load them up with poop or fertilizer, and then set the targeting, set the range that you want it to target at, and you just got to give them fertilizer to keep them going, or poop. Obviously, it's better if you can turn it into fertilizer because it provides more nutrient to the plant. Hopefully you'll fit. Excellent. Now the theories want some imprinting. Exceptional kibble, oh god. And a cuddle. Because they were babies just a little bit ago. And I'm not sure if they fixed this or not, but you used to be able to pick them up and throw them down to change or rotate through the imprinting. Because that might be a problem. I don't know if that... Is that considered exceptional? Yeah, alright. Really don't like using that, but it's okay. And 38%, because it's times 3. You know, he's at 12%, so 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, or 3.5 hours. I think that's the timer for not all the birds, right? I'm gonna wait to imprint them all at the same time. Oh, hey, look, my egg hatched. Get some meat inside of him, or her, in this case. Shoot, what level were you again? 231. I just do this so that I remember what they are. Like in her case, she's being kept primarily because she's got the right color scheme. Not that her stats are terrible. She's got 2,000 stamina, which is what I'm aiming for with my Rexes. She's got the 12k health, which is fine. She doesn't have my newer melee, but, you know, whatever. It's like everything, it'll get there. And then we'll load this baby up with some meat, and then we'll go check the Quetzal. And load him up with some meat. And you're going to be like, oh man, raising babies isn't like super exciting. And no, sometimes it's not, but it is part of the game, and it's something that's necessary to do. Oh, another thing I guess it's worth mentioning is food eating order. So notice how it has not touched the kibble, even though the kibble's the better food. And that's because it'll prefer the raw or cooked meat, depending on what's in there, over the basic kibble, which is good. And then as you can see, I got a male out here that's got the full colors. I already got one male that's grown that's got the full colors, this one here. And basically what I'll do is, he's a 229, so I think I'll probably end up keeping him as long as his stats are truly better than this other male. Yeah, which they are, because he's got the 2,000. So this male here will either go as go to the wife to help her with getting her breeding Rexes started, or she will use it as a riding dino, you know, because inevitably that's what you do with all of your old breeding dinosaurs, is eventually you rotate them into use. Here, we'll open this up for a second. So once you I think you can view this in the cooking pot. Besides just, or sorry, the cooking pot, which is the basic cooker, before you get the industrial cooker. And this will tell you what you need to make each of the kibble types. Now, extraordinary obviously is the best kibble type, and it requires extraordinary dinosaur egg, which is like Giga and I think Quetzal eggs. Giant bee honey, which I'll have to get a bee and set up a hive so I can show you guys that. Some berries, fiber, and then Lazarus chowder. And then you're going to be like, Lazarus chowder? Well, you just come here and you look, and you see what it needs. And it's meat, majo berries, potato, corn, narcotics. And then you put that stuff in here and you cook it. I believe I got an old school cooker. Yep. Cooking pot. I'm going to place one of these just so I can show you that it's got the same stuff. So, you know, kibble, vegetable cake, which you feed that to tame the snail and the sheep. So, you know what? That's fine. I'll let you follow me. So, like dinner here, if I would have tamed him instead of killed his parents and took him, I would have had to stuff a veggie cake in him in order for that to work out. Well, because he's a level 25, it probably would have been a veggie cake, but, you know, the amount of kibble or whatever you're going to feed them in order to tame them, because there's multiple ways of doing it. And obviously, having the best kibble possible will result in the best tame possible, generally speaking. Man, you just don't want to pop out, do you? There we go. Let's see, is this meat in here, I think? Nope, this is all berries. Here we go, some meat. We're gonna stuff the Rex and the Giga here before we call it a mini educational episode. Now, not every episode is going to be me covering just stuff like this inside the base or at home. You know, it's like everything. It's going to move around. It's going to change. It's all about figuring this stuff out. But all in all, I hope everyone enjoys, and catch you in the next one. Uh-oh. What's going on over here? Pig. Hey, that's an alpha raptor. Oh, that's an alpha raptor. Oh, shit. Better get a duck. Oh, fuck, you're inside. Ah, you fucker. Come on, follow me. Get away from my babies. Haha, eat turret bolts, bitch. Pop, 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 pop. Get pike, get pike, get pike. Fuck you, buddy. Alpha Raptor, this is how you take it on. Yeah, yeah. By hand. Like a man. Don't mind the turret. God, die, you bitch. Yes. Dead, 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 dead. Eat shit. Oh my god, it's almost like I was playing Siege for a second. Yeah. Praise Zord. Alright. Hey, look, some goodies. I mean, nothing particularly great. Like, Journeyman Crossbow's nice, Pike's nice, and of course another bow. Gotta take the Talon. They also drop prime meat, and that's the only thing good that they give. No, no, no. So, as you can see, it only gives prime meat. Now, obviously, prime meat's got some uses. You know, you could make jerky with it, feed it to dinos, you know, for taming, of course. Yeah, drop that junk. And thankfully, I didn't screw up my armor too much, but as you can see, I did take some damage there. So let's go back inside. and let's fix this shit. Yeah, so alpha dinosaurs cannot be tamed, just so everybody knows. So don't even try knocking them out. They're purely there as like kind of like a mini boss in a way. They usually drop loot. Kind of coincides with the level of it. The higher the level, the more likely it's gonna give you some good shit. And they're also incredibly dangerous, but well worth killing. So always kill them if you can. And yeah, so a little bit of excitement for me. Let me put this stuff away. Otherwise, it was a pretty nice day until he came running inside. I'm gonna have to repair some stuff. This has been Vognarvik Gaming. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace out.